Hey everybody, Possum 911 here, Commander of the 1st Division, World of Tanks, on a North American server. As a clan leader, I do get asked a lot of things from my clan members, and I'm always glad to help. And my father, who plays this game, he's 75. He absolutely loves this game, and I'm so glad we have the opportunity to play it together. Being that he lives in Florida and I live in New Hampshire, and when we play together, it's like we're in the same room, and it's wonderful to share that time together with your family. My son plays too, he's 20. Anyways, thank you, Dad, for the advice about this game. I'm going to close out with one of his favorite sayings before I'm done. But right now, let's get into the topic. Today's topic is premium tanks and farming perks. If you do get anything out of the video, please, if somebody asks you about the subject, please pass it on forward to them, or maybe have them come check the video out. If you like it, send it a like. If you don't like it, that's fine too. I just appreciate people that are honest, and if they get something out of it, I'm glad. I'm really glad to help. Okay, so right off the top, when you're in battle, you'll occasionally see somebody complaining about somebody being a wallet warrior. Sometimes it has to do with shooting gold, but a lot of times it has to do with the fact that the guy's got a premium tank. They're trying to insult you, and they're actually shooting themselves in the foot because they're playing a game that they like, and they're complaining at you for putting money into the game to help development of new material in this game. How stupid is that? And they're just assuming that you're buying your way into the game to be able to play this tier. They don't know any reason why behind why you have that premium. Hopefully you're using that premium for good purposes. I see people ask about premiums and they say, hey, what's the best premium for me to get? And people just throw out their idea of the best premium for earning and all that. And if you get a premium tank in a country that you don't even have any tanks in at all, you're not getting any extra benefit out of it. The point of this video is to show you how to get the most out of your premium tanks and help your crews be better. And if your crews are better, your tanks are going to be better. If your tanks are better, you're going to get better. It's going to help you earn better, help you get to the next tank faster. Okay, so what I have going on here is I have a crew, my KV2 here. The entire crew has one perk. One guy has two, okay? And I want to explain really quick too. Perks and skills. Everybody calls these things perks, but they're not all perks. Some are skills. A skill is something when you train it, it's going to give you an ability as it levels up. It's going to work all along with you. And that's a skill. A perk is something that's not going to work until it's 100%. And there is another very unique perk that actually every member in the crew has to have at 100% before you get a benefit from it. That one's called Brothers in Arms, okay? Let me just pull it up here and show you. This Brothers in Arms right here. Everybody has to have it active. Everybody has to have it 100% in your crew before it works. Now, I level a skill on my guy until it's 100%. And after it's 100%, when there's a discount, a 50% discount to change your perks, that's when I swap out my skill, which I've been leveling with, it's been helping me all along, with a perk that is something that has to be 100% to work. And by the way, be careful when picking, when you do drop, I'm going to show you here. If I wanted to drop this and reset this, I could set this at 100% and re-pick a new perk, right? When you do redo it, you want to make sure you put the first one in that has to be at 100%. And of course, this is after you've reached your second perk, okay? If you make the mistake like I did in picking the skill by accident back first, you just wasted your money that you used to reset that perk. And of course, I paid for it again, but I learned a lesson from it, and I hope my lesson will save you money. That's what I'm here about, trying to help, okay? All right, so picking our crew members. First, I'm going to take my, I don't need to go into battle because I don't need to make this as much longer than it's going to be. The KV2, I would do my daily battle on it, and daily would be my ×2 to get that done for my experience to be double. Once it's done, my experience is just going to be straight up normal experience, okay? So after I've done my daily on my tank, I'm going to kick my guys out of that tank. I'm going to go to one of my premiums. I have two premium heavy tanks in Russia. One's a Churchill 3 and one's a KV-220. The Churchill 3 is a great earner. It's a fun tank, but one thing, if your playstyle doesn't fit it, it's not going to do as well as something that fits your playstyle better. And when people ask about what's the best premium for me to get, people just toss out there the idea of whatever premium they think is best, but it may not be one in a country or a class that you do, so it's not going to give you the extra benefit. What we want here is extra benefit to farm perks, okay? So I'm going to snag up my commander. All my crew from my KV2 I'm going to put in here. Here's my commander. And notice as I pick these guys out, some guys have a red 100% in front of their name, and some guys are white. That's because the red guy is not a heavy driver. he's an SPG gunner. So what's going to happen is his ability is going to be, with the bonus from my commander, it's going to be at 91%. Let's go back to the commander instead. That's a straight number. Okay. If I grab a commander at 100% from another vehicle, he's going to get a 20% fine for his ability. He's going to be hindered of being 100% to do his job as commander. Okay. So always pick for the premium the guy that does that class in the first place, and you get the most out of it. Now I'm going to come to a point here where I'm going to have one guy, one slot for a loader, but I have two loaders. Okay, who to pick first? If I pick this guy at 81%, it's going to take longer for him to get to 100% than it would be if I got this guy. All right, if I pick this guy first and he pops his perk sooner, then I'm going to change him out for the other fella here, and I'll have one guy already has two perks instead of waiting longer to get that first guy with double perks. Okay, so I would set this up. I would check my box here for accelerate crew training, and what that does, it would take the experience that you would normally get on your tank to research the next stuff with. It would take that research and put it all into training when you check this box. All that tank experience goes into crew training instead. But the lowest guy, and that means the lowest guy with the lowest perk in the group. Now this guy's got a perk that's a 52, but he has two perks. So actually he's higher than anybody here. So this guy at 96% of his perk is the lowest one out of the group. Well, there's two guys at 96%. It picks one or the other. I don't know why it would pick which one over the other, but as soon as this guy gets up to the next perk, he's going to be grabbed, and so actually three guys are at 96%. Okay, but this little symbol right here means he's getting an extra share. And when you do have this box checked, all the experience from your tank would go into crew training, crew experience, and the one guy's going to get a double share if this box is checked. If it's not, it's going to go over here, and I can move this experience that's locked onto this tank to a free experience if I use some gold to do it. But I'm not going to do that. We're about farming the perks, getting your crews better, helping everything get better, and you get better and better earning. Okay, so I would go into battle on this tank, and if I go into battle with this crew on this tank's going to remember who was in this tank last that battled with it. Okay, I'm not going to make this video long by battling with each one of these tanks. I want to try to make this short as I can with as much help as I can put into it. So again, we would take this into battle, get our daily done on this tank, and then we would do the same thing by assigning, if it was the first time, to the tank. I'd have to handpick each guy. I've already done that actually, but I wanted to show you how to pick the guys out of here. This guy's already has that same crew, has been assigned to this tank too, and I can just click a button and return him. Boom, that whole crew is in here. I can do my daily on this tank now. Okay, tomorrow I start all over. I get my KV2 here, return my crew to the tank. Boom, they're all here. Knock my daily out. Go to my whatever tank here, my premium, pull them back into this one, knock that daily out, and again, and so on. Actually, I don't need to send them out of here. If they're assigned to another tank, they're all automatically going to get pulled into it. Okay. So that's the deal with who to pick and why you would want multiples of a premium tank in a class in a country that you like. I get 3 dailies every day. That's 3 days worth of work on my crew. That's at ×2 or ×3 or ×5. Merry Christmas, you know what I mean? Another thing, you'll have people that'll complain at people about being a wallet warrior. They're trying to hate on you, whether it's jealousy or just trolling or whatever, trying to make people feel bad so they feel better about themselves. Just ignore that, because they just don't get it. You're doing multiple dailies on your crews, making your crews get better. If your crews are better, your tank's going to do better. And what does everybody complain about? Their team sucking? You're making your team better, but yet you're going to be shot down because you have a premium, because somebody wants to just be a hater. Okay, forget those people. Do what makes you happy. Get the most out of your game. Buying a premium tank puts money into the game for Wargaming to pay their employees, for those guys to make new maps, new tanks, and whatever, you know. So putting any money into the game is a wonderful thing, and it helps you. I got premiums from buying premiums. I buy gold to move free experience to get farther up my trees. I have every single Russian heavy with the exception of the IS-7 I haven't gotten yet, and I sold my IS. But I have every single Russian heavy. I love them all. I have such a great time with them all. And all of my crews on all of my tanks have at least 2 perks. Some of them have more. My IS-3, for instance, here, they're going to be popping their 4th perk in a while. In my KV-1S, I pictured this as being the new troll tank. They're doing really good too. Okay, so following that, when you want to pick a perk, when you want to pick a premium tank, okay, preferably what's your favorite class and what's your favorite country, and get a premium for that. And instead of blindly getting it, maybe not fitting well with that tank and doing as good as everybody says that tank is so great, if your playstyle is a different kind of playstyle that's going to work well in that tank, it's not going to do as good for you. And a really good piece of advice is get on the test server. Try the tank at tier 10 that you're looking for, but at the same time, if you're thinking about buying a premium tank, on the test server, buy the premium tanks in the class that you're looking for. Try them out on the test server for free. See what one you like, buy the one that fits you the best, and then you're going to get the most out of that tank. If your playstyle fits a tank, you're going to excel at it. You can have a tank that everybody claims is the worst tank in the game, but if your playstyle fits that thing right, you could be better than anybody's ever been on that tank, okay? So don't let them get you down, man. I want to thank my dad for giving me the idea of making videos to help my clanmates, so I don't have to go over the same material over and over constantly with the new guy, this guy, and that guy. Instead, now I can direct them to my YouTube page and they can check the video out, and I can still be in the middle helping the next guy. If you get anything from my video, if it helps you in any way and somebody asks you about this, please pay it forward, help the next guy get better. Instead of being one sitting back and complaining about how bad teams suck, if people offer a little bit of advice that can help them, somebody in positive advice, not negative advice, don't troll on people, man. Help people. If you don't like your battle groups not being a good battle group, you got a bad team, then don't be so negative. Be more positive about it and help people get better. And then you'll have better teams. You know, it'd be better all the way around to not have any whining in this game. You know, people in combat get assigned to a vehicle, they go do their job, they face unsurmountable odds. Maybe you're getting an M4 Sherman in World War II facing Tiger tanks. Is that going to be fun? No. Are you going to cry about it? No, it's your job. You do your duty. You roll with the punches. In the game, you don't like it, you can just requeue and start another battle. And crying about Matchmaker is an embarrassment. It really is. It's not going to do any good. If you want to cry about something, take it to the forums. Everybody, I don't claim to know everything. What I do know, I'm always glad to share. I hope everybody has a good day. And in my father's favorite saying, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. My dad, he's 75 years old now. He plays this game and absolutely loves it. And my son also plays, and he's 20. I have 3 generations in this game. My father lives in Florida. I live in New Hampshire. My son lives about 45 minutes away. But when we play this game together, we're in the same room, man. You know what I mean? Enjoy it out there. Enjoy your friends. And remember, today is a good day to die. Peace out, man.